Welcome to week 5. So, the first exercise for week 5 is going to be the long distance come. What you'll need for this is a long leash, 10 to 15 feet, and some of your best treats. The idea is to practice this in a limited distraction environment. This will not be that. This will be outside. There's going to be a lot of distractions. So, it's going to be really important that you start off with limited to no distractions. That way, you can build up to get to these environments where you're competing with the outside world. But again, this is going to be the long distance come. Keep in mind that come should be the most fun thing that you do with your dog. We want this to happen every time with a 100% success rate, so make it as fun as possible. So before we get to the long distance come, what you're going to see here is Molly and I warming up with the come from last week. So regular leash, and we're using our momentum here. Remember, we want this to be super fun, so pet and praise a lot when the dog gets to you, but also maintain control. So you'll see once this next rep right here, when I say come and run backwards, I'm treating and I'm petting, but I'm also getting my hand right on the back of her collar. So it's important you maintain control. With come being a big safety exercise, we want to secure them once they get to us. We're simulating an off-leash situation. When the dog runs to us, we're using our movement, petting and praising, but we're maintaining control. It's a big important factor here. Uh, Again, this is a very distracting environment, so do practice this inside or in a place that's not as distracting at first. But the short distance come is a great warm up for what we're about to do. So now for the long distance come. You notice that I do have a 15-foot leash right here, but when we start, we're not going to let her go to the full length of the leash. We're just going to go about halfway, a little bit further than the 6-foot leash as we start. So I'm going to call her from a distance, okay? I'm not going to say come until I have her attention. That's the important factor. It does you no good to say come if her attention's elsewhere. So you're competing with the world, so you're going to have to be really exciting when you call their name at first.
Yes, good job. Good, good. Yes, good. Yes, good. Good job. Good. Yes, good job.
For this last rep right here, Molly's going to be at the full length of the leash. I want you to notice how I'm not going to call her until I have her attention. So it takes me a couple times. I have to get creative as far as getting her attention, but I'm not going to say come until I see her eyes. Once I see her eyes, I'm going to say come, do a big arm swing. I'm also going to put my treat down to the side of me. The position with your body to the side of the dog, or almost like you're going to run away from them, is an inviting position. I lower my treats down, which looks just like a touch. Uh, it's basically a target for the dog to run to. It puts the dog right next to your body, so it makes the capturing or the petting and praising less invasive.
Yes, good job. Let's do something. You ready? Here, come in. Good. Yes. Good. That's it.
So this last clip right here is Pivot the dog with her big brother BB. You'll notice that when BB calls her, he turns like he's going to run right to that door behind him. And also, look how much fun Pivot's having running to him. We can't stress enough how much fun come should be for your dog. We want it to be successful every single time, and we want the dog to willingly want to run towards us. So make it worth their while. Treat, pet, and praise a lot. Make this the most fun thing in your dog's world. All right.
Go ahead. Good.
So there you have it. That's the long distance come. Again, if it's not successful, make it successful. Work your way up the ladder. Don't come right out the gate with an off leash recall. Um, it's a systematic process that the dog needs to succeed at each level, building towards that long distance come, simulating an off leash recall. Um, but just remember, be mindful of your environment, be mindful of your distractions, and also remember that touch is an excellent option if your dog is super good at it. When you put your treats down to your side, it resembles a touch, and we have lots of students that use touch as a recall. So whatever works, we support, as long as it's super fun for your dog and for yourself. So thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions. We'd be glad to help you. Have a good one.